Good morning, all of you. Welcome to the second part of chapter Evolution of Transport. In this video, we are going to read about the different modes of transport. The first, we will read about the land transport. Land transport includes roads and railways. It covers the land-based transportation system that provides for the movement of people, goods, and services. India has the largest network of roads in the world. First, we'll read about road transport. Fast means of transport like cars, buses, scooters, trucks needs pakka roads to move on, and such roads are made of stones and coal tar. We have a large network of pakka roads in our country, and these roads connect all the important cities with each other. National highways and state highways are the surfaced roads that connects two cities or two countries. National highways connect state capital and important cities in India. State highways connect important cities, towns, districts, headquarters within the states, and they serve as a feeder to the national highways. District roads connect the important towns of a district with the district headquarters in the states. Some roads that connect our land borders with the rest of the countries are called border roads. The highest road in the world is Leh-Manali Road. It runs from Manali in Himachal Pradesh to Leh in the Ladakh region. Next is rail transport, also a land transport. Railways are an ideal and important means of long distance transport. In India, the first train steamed off from Mumbai to Thane in 1853, covering a distance of only 34 kilometers. Now we have the largest railway network in Asia and the fourth largest in the world. Crores of passengers use it for going to far off places. Railways help in carrying heavy loads, heavy and bulky goods. These include such as coal minerals, food grains, fertilizers, cement and many other goods. The longest railway route is between Jammu Tawai in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. It can be travelled in less than 2 days, and some trains like Tejas, Rajdhani and Shatabdi Express run at a very fast speed. The Indian Railway has the fourth largest rail network in the world. It comprises of 65,436 km route covering about 7,500 stations. The Tejas Express is the fastest train of our country and it attains a maximum speed of 160 km per hour. However, it is capable of running at speed of 200 km per hour. Now, let's read about the metro railway system. Kolkata has an underground railway called the Metro. Its operation began on 24 October 1984. The first underground railway system started in Kolkata was Metro railway system. Then after that, Delhi is the second city in India to have the metro rail. Its operation began on 24 December 2002. The metro railway system is used to travel within a city. The Delhi Metro is the world's 12th largest system. Its total length is 218 km and the numbers of stations is 164. It has been certified by United Nations as the first metro rail in the world to obtain carbon credits for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Its annual ridership is about 1,001 million passengers since 2016 to 2017. And there are other cities in India where the metro operations have already begun. Now, about air transport. Air transport is the fastest means of transport. It is one of the most advanced and developed means of transportation. This means helps to reach places where roads and rails cannot reach, that is jungles, desert and mountainous areas. So it is more useful because where the road transport cannot reach, there air transport is useful. Travel by air is comfortable but it is costly. Helicopters can land in small areas and are useful in mountains and terrains. Always are useful during the disaster time for providing rescue operations, and all the other major cities of India are well connected with the air transport. Air transport from where flights take off to different countries is known as international airport, and there are 17 international airports and 88 domestic aerodromes in our country. Some of the important airports in India are Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport at Mumbai, Indira Gandhi International Airport at Delhi, Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport at Kolkata, and Mina Ambakam at Chennai. Now, water transport. The progress of a country largely depends on a good water transport network. In the 1800s, the first steamboats were developed using a steam engine to drive a paddle wheel to move the ship. The steam was produced using wood or coal, but now most ships have an engine to produce the steam. Although slow, modern sea transport is a highly effective method of transporting a large quantity of non-perishable goods. It is basically mostly used for the trade. Nearly 7,517 km long coastline of India is dotted with 13 major ports and 200 non-major ports, and India has the largest merchant shipping fleet among the developing countries. The main 13 seaports in India are at Kolkata, Paradeep, Visakhapatnam, Chennai, Ennore, Tuticorin Port, Blair, Cochin, New Mangalore, Marmgaon, Mumbai, and Jawaharlal Nehru Port at Kandla. A developed water transport system greatly helps the country in international trade because goods can be carried cheaply for exchange and trade. Though it takes more time usually than air transport, but it is much cheaper and used to carry non-perishable goods to the other countries and mostly used for exchange and trades. The different means of transport system has made our life more comfortable and advanced. So that's all in this chapter. Thank you.